Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, hey folks, I'm Platter for the series videos I've been doing for the while. I'll go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that I'm doing this, folks. I'm not going to lie. This is a zero sugar episode, so, just be prepared for that. But anyway, it's super simple format, folks. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna eat and or drink stuff today. I'm gonna be drinking stuff. There's not gonna be any eating involved, unless for whatever reason I go over there and I try this out and there's just I don't know, chunks of butter in it or something like that. You never know, folks. You never know until you try. But whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside the truck. Whilst I'm inside the truck, I'm doing something else. What's that something else? I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I like to highlight the super cool shirt. Super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! It's my Godhead shirt. Which, if you are not familiar, Godhead is a band. They were around from sort of the mid 90s to the mid 2000s. They are one of my favorite bands. I was fortunate enough to see them early into my concert going career. Sadly, that's the only time I got to see them before they eventually kind of teetered out, which sucked for me as a fan, but thankfully their lead singer, Jason Charles Miller, he is still doing stuff. It's very different from Godhead, but he's an excellent vocalist and musician, so, plus he's always working and doing cool stuff, which is fantastic. I actually have a few videos. I got to see him perform not too long ago. They're on this channel, just in case you're interested. And if you ever want to talk about Godhead stuff, just hit me up in the comments. Trust me, I will fucking yammer on. But anyway, like I said, this is a zero sugar episode, so what am I reviewing for you? Well, folks, I just got through reviewing, boom! It is Coke Ultimate, which is their newest flavor from their Coca-Cola Creations line, which are their wacky, weird flavors that they don't tell people what the actual flavor is. And, of course, they have a... Where's the other thing? There it is, okay. They have a zero sugar version. Ha 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 ha, zero sugar. I will say this, right now, I hate the way that I hate the labeling that they did for them. Because, okay, here's the normal one, the non-zero sugar. Here's the zero sugar. I mean, yeah, they've got the black lettering and stuff like that, but, that's super easy to miss, I think. Anyway, so I'm going to try the zero sugar version because why the fuck not, I guess. Let's give it a go. Smells like Coke, just weird, so... Well, okay, I have thoughts. I'll say this right off the bat. I think out of the Coca-Cola Creations, okay. I think out of the Coca-Cola Creations, this might be my favorite of the zero sugar versions of them because it tastes the least like a zero sugar drink. And Coca-Cola in particular, in my opinion, is terrible with their zero sugar stuff. I know some people like it. That's perfectly fine. I hate their zero sugar offerings. Pepsi zero sugar is actually pretty good. It tastes pretty close to real Pepsi. Freaking Coke zero sugar does not taste like Coke. It's very distinct. This isn't as bad, but it is very different from the actual sugar version. It kind of plays off the idea. So, like I said, they don't tell you what these are supposed to be flavored. It's plus XP flavored because it's in tie with League of Legends. Which means nothing, of course. My takeaway from the sugar version of it was that maybe it was basically Coke, but more Coke. It was Coke flavored Coke. So basically just take the Coke flavor and amp it up. That's kind of what my takeaway was from it. That was like my best guess. This kind of illuminates on that a little bit because it tastes a little bit like a Diet Coke, but with more of sort of a caramelish kind of hit. But yeah, I think I'm going to stick with my overall assessment. Like, I think that the flavor is basically just extra cola flavor. Now, that said, I have grievances with this. The aftertaste on this, while it's delayed, it takes a little bit to get there, it is not a good aftertaste. The initial drink and everything is more or less fine. It's, still kind of sweet. It's decent for what it is. Like I said, it, reminds me a little bit of a Diet Coke, a little bit more of a caramel kind of aspect to it. But then, after it's all pretty much gone, you get hit with this aftertaste. And the aftertaste is funky as hell. I'm not a big fan of that. It's kind of bitter, and it kind of chemically, it's not, I'm guessing it's whatever sweetener they used for it. What did they use to... Aspartame. Yeah, okay. Oh, aspartame and sucralose. So they used a mix. Yeah, that aftertaste is funky, man. I don't like that at all. It's... like, the drink itself is okay. I would still probably prefer just a normal Diet Coke because if nothing else, you don't get the weird-ass aftertaste. But, yeah, man, okay. I mean, two questions ultimately have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Probably not, and if you want to. So, with the normal sugar one, this one, I had mentioned that I would probably get it again at some point, basically to try to make more sense of it, to just try to wrap my head around it as much as possible. With this one, I don't feel the need to do that. I feel like what it has on display is what it is. And like I said, it reminds me a little bit of a Diet Coke with just, a little bit more of a little bit kind of an extra sweetness, a little bit of a richness to it, I guess. That by itself, even that alone wouldn't really warrant me to get it again, except for like maybe out of curiosity, like if enough time passed. But that aftertaste really kills it. Like there's no reason for me to try that again. It's not horrendous. It's not the worst aftertaste I've ever had, but it's not good. So, and as for recommending it, I mean, really the only people I would recommend it to, I guess, would be people who are already zero sugar oriented. It does do a pretty good job of not tasting like a zero sugar drink. I will give it that. I think that's probably its best overall quality. So if you already like zero sugar drinks, sure, give it a go. If you're not into zero sugar drinks, although it's not bad as a zero sugar drink, I would say probably just go with the normal stuff, go with the actual sugar stuff, because I just think overall it's just a more interesting experience versus the zero sugar, which feels kind of muted by comparison. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here, folks. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest week, monumental rest months, stupendous rest of your folks. Over there, have yourselves a truly ultimate rest of your life, because what with the ultimate, and then you tie into that, and there's like Ultraman, and Ultraman's cool, and Ultraman's been going for a million years, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Ultraman. Anyway, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing to do in the world. Trust me. That's why I put try at the very beginning of that. That's very intentional. Because at the end of the day, folks, I don't care how cool you are, how calm you are, whatever. There's going to be times in our lives where things are going to be stressful and frustrating, and, we're just going to want to go over there and we get distracted by trucks going by with dudes with super long beards, and then the license plate said Grump 1. Sure, why not, man? Sure, why not? Maybe he's a Game Grumps fan. I doubt it. But anyway, very final thing, folks. Oh, wait. When we run into stressful situations and the like, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to try yourself out some Coke Ultimate Zero Sugar version. This, as I've done here today. And you know what? Maybe you're really going to like it. Maybe the aftertaste isn't going to affect you. One thing I have noticed is that people who are already geared towards the zero sugar stuff seem to have less of an adverse effect with that stuff. Like my buddy Dan, who doesn't watch my videos, fuck you Dan, he's gotten on the zero sugar thing, and so now, like, for him, like, it's very much kind of the opposite way, where, like, the sugar stuff he is not a fan of. He doesn't like the taste anymore. And the zero sugar stuff he's perfectly cool with. So, maybe you'll personally like it. And maybe you go over there and hit me up in the comments and you're like, blah, it's fantastic, and what are you talking about, and you're a communist. I'll be like, well, wait a second now, damn it. Whether or not I like the Coca-Cola Ultimate, what have you, has nothing to do with my personal political leanings, okay? You can't glean that from that. That's just slander, and I'll fucking have my lawyers sue your ass. Do I have lawyers? No, but I could get lawyers, right? Like, it's America. I'll hire somebody. Or conversely, don't do any of that bullshit and just try it if you want to. Yeah. Bye.